extra pass. Citron wide open for three. Off to the right, but there's Westbeld with the offensive board. Putting it back up on the turnaround, and there you go. She's back, Maddy Westbeld for two. All 99 games she's played at the collegiate level, all here in South Bend, and all starts as the Eagles go back the other way with Deanna Todd, the sophomore guard, smothered. Hidalgo pushing the pace, stopping up at the free throw line and putting in two more. Near come from behind win at Syracuse on Sunday. As a long two misses off to the right, but an offensive board for Andrea Daly. She tries to go back up. Watson there for Notre Dame. Hidalgo trying to jab the ball free. It goes out over the sideline and remains with Notre Dame. Westbeld's entry pass to Watson knocked away. Good work by Waggoner. And a quick thread to the inside where Andrea Daly, the leading Eagle scorer, finally gets BC on the board.
And there's Niele Ivey again. Coach Mack spoke so highly about her and how she can make her teammates better.
Westbeld open three, back the other way. Notre Dame hits for the first time from deep.
North Carolina, but here she is very early tonight, turning the page for the Irish. Great extra pass by DeWolf.
Eagles try a three the other way, and that high arcer splashes home to Marshall. Her fellow sub ran out of room on the layup, but KK's got it again. Turnover, and now it's Sidbury who has dominated these last 3 minutes for BC, and she puts in two more. All 5 points to start this one for Taya Sidbury. As the Eagles look to take the lead for the first time, and there's an open bank. And there you see those first 2:44. Notre Dame in rhythm with Westbeld getting it done, but it has dried up since. But now Bransford's got an open look. Foot may have been on the line, but she's got it. And Notre Dame's back in front, making it 10-9.
KK Bransford looks so much more confident than last year in her three-point shot. That's something she worked on in the off-season, and she's been looking for it early so far in ACC play.
Bransford 27 points in 2 games against BC last year, coming off her most involved offensive game of the season Sunday. Plenty of real estate early. We've seen Citron a couple times with a few seconds to collect herself, set her feet. No time to set yourself when Hannah Hidalgo's in your face defensively. And there she is with her first steal and basket of the night. Her first one of the night that turned into a bucket.
Here she is picking the pocket of Sidbury. That is her expertise.
Get it in the hands of Hidalgo. Leading scorer with 3 seconds. Works down the right edge of the lane and finishes just ahead of the horn. And that's how the first quarter ends. Thanks, Haley. And it's impressive what Hidalgo's done. Impressive, too, how head coach Niele Ivey has worked with her because, as we know, in that 1 year that Coach Ivey spent with the Memphis Grizzlies as an assistant, John Morant won the NBA Rookie of the Year that season. Scrappy as always defensively tonight, hanging within a possession. But Njai couldn't finish on the other end. Still the ball leaks back out to her in the corner. Now DeWolf speeds up the other way for Notre Dame. Into Bransford, up for 2. And down to make it a 5-point Irish lead in the opening minute of the second.
Good transition push by DeWolf, finding Bransford. That's going to ease up things for Notre Dame on the offensive end and force them to not come down and have to run an offensive set with 20 seconds left every time. Very impressive by Westbeld early on, almost at that double-double, going to get the points up. And there's DeWolf for 3. Here's DeWolf knocking down that corner 3. She missed a couple of those against UNC. I know she's happy with that.
Took a while for her to really get going and get active inside the 3-point line on Sunday, but after she did, she really got comfortable. She's already done it so far tonight. Eagles with the shot clock running down, get it to the corner. Lazama fake, good bounce feed to the low block. And there to finish, Andrea Daly. Daly, huge progression over her past 3 seasons. Up to 15.8 points a game to lead the Eagles this year. Another look at that finish by Hidalgo, just as she does so often, taking it into her own hands and finding that angle off the backboard. Breaking through the zone. Kick out Sidbury, corner 3 again. And she rises high and misses, but the putback is there for Waggoner. Miss from Njai, 4 points for her off the bench, and now Hidalgo, what a find to Citron on the bounce pass, and Citron just gives her one of those come on now looks. Those were Citron's first 2 points of the night inside the final minute. DeWolf on the shot fake. She's perfect with the long two.
Good to see DeWolf redeeming herself from some of those corner decisions against North Carolina. She worked on that shot fake into the pull-up this week. So I know her position coach, Michaela Mabry, is definitely happy about that one. Niele Ivey rally them, get some easier buckets in the paint, and maybe stop settling for that outside shot.
Westbeld just hauled in 2 more offensive rebounds. She now has 12 total, and she feeds Sonia Citron for 2. Kylie Watson has come up with some strong boards tonight. She has 5 rebounds total, and now she spins in the lane going the other direction and banks it in for 2.
Although their Mrs. Ivy on the last possession took a floater, and so did Todd there, I like the easier bucket. Even though those 2 didn't fall, that's what's going to work for BC. And there's an easy transition by Waggoner. Consistent scorer's mentality, and she's impressive to me because she's versatile. She scores in a ton of other ways. DeWolf found her before earlier. She was knocking down the 3, and that's what's been working for Notre Dame. They really locked her early in conference play, especially last Sunday against UNC. There's Hidalgo again. The foot speed as a guard and the body of a post, so it works in her favor. She's a great rebounder. Good feed by Citron. Find DeWolf. Lays it up for the Irish.
Here's Notre Dame going coast to coast down the floor. What do you see in this fast break Irish offense?
Maddy Westbeld rebounding with her feet, and Notre Dame just pushing pace.
DeWolf, a 2,000 career point scorer, clips that marker last Thursday at Pitt. Now the other action, Sidbury. Hidalgo, 19 points now to go with 6 rebounds. Waggoner finds an opening, drops it off. Krashevets for 2.
I have to say, I like that foul from Todd. It stops some of the bleeding, whether she did it on purpose or not. She's aggressive at the top of that zone as Citron connects. I know she's happy to see the ball go through the bottom of the net from 3, Tyler.
Lead as Citron and Westbeld go back to back. And it's all Notre Dame midway through the 3rd quarter.
Credit Notre Dame on the defensive end. That zone has been suffocating for Boston College. There's Citron again. You can tell she feels good. Took another contested shot. I don't think Niele Ivey's mad at that one. Let's see if she can hit another one. Gives it back to Westbeld.
Citron, a game-high 10 field goal attempt. She's been aggressive. And there is Westbeld in the corner. Back-to-back Notre Dame triples.
But when we talked with Niele Ivey, she said you have to have next play mentality, next game mentality. She said, bring your talent and do your job. Bring your gift and have fun. And I would say Maddy Westbeld's gift is definitely rebounding.
Hidalgo, one of her many gifts is speed, and she uses it to set up Nat Marshall for 2.
Good to see Nat Marshall get going off the bench. She missed an easy one earlier. That's good to see the ball go through the net for her.
Great patience there on the other end by Krashevets. 6'3" Hungarian, attended Winston-Salem Christian before arriving at BC this year. Bransford crosses over on her and banks it in for 2. Impressive bucket for KK Bransford.
You really have to prepare your body physically for that type of game. And, you know, I'm getting back from rehab, trying to get this knee in shape, and I've been soaking up all the knowledge from her.
Waggoner used her resources and an assist from Ivey to score 2 for BC. 32-point Notre Dame lead, right back to 34 as Sonia Citron reaches 9 points with that bucket on the other end.
You saw Niele Ivey shaking her head back and forth on that sideline. You can't guard her.
Citron, a versatile night. She's got 3 assists as well. Tied with DeWolf for a team high. And there's Becky Obimba.
Exactly so. It's good to see her just making the most of that opportunity. Every time she comes in the game, she just seems to be ready and making something happen. Here she is. Gave Citron a really good screen there, calling for the ball.
Look at that reach.
There she is again.
What a catch by Obimba with her back to the perimeter. Waggoner again. This time in the shadow of Westbeld, and she darts back to the right.
She brings so much more to the table than scoring. She struggled against Syracuse to get the ball in the basket, but she said she's so valuable because she can do so much more. Great adjustments by Notre Dame. Niele Ivey was telling us that this week at practice was phenomenal. It was very intentional, correcting some of those fouls and some of those rebounds as you see it.
Citron's inbound affected by Krashevets, matched up with Watson. 6-3 against 6-4, and an Irish turnover. Can't score it. Westbeld has to go off the top of her head. Has to readjust the mask. That gives Todd some extra space, but she comes up empty on the pull-up. Westbeld right back the other way, all the way home for two, and the Notre Dame lead reaches 40. Even Sunday, Irish playing with only 6 in the rotation, but Coach Ivey said it. Her national championship team in 2001 that she played on as a point guard.
She's detrimental to other defenses because they have to open up.
The Notre Dame foul. Eagles banking in for two with Jacayla Thompson. Some opportunity for Coach Mag to dig into the bench a little bit, and another opportunity for Kylie Watson to dig into the paint for 2 more. 7 minutes to go. Watson again in the post. She is dominating this 4th quarter, and she's into double figures for the 4th time this year. Notre Dame closing in on its season scoring average of 85.1 points a game. But a basket and foul opportunity on the other side for Boston College. It's Daly again.
They settled back into their shot clock instead of forcing it in transition.
Great over-the-head layup there from Thompson, who has made her mark since entering in the 4th quarter.
Impressive finish right there, over 6'5", right off the inbounds play.
Hidalgo on the move. You want to talk about an impressive finish. She had that one down near her hip and spun it off the window for 2, and Notre Dame has 81. Unexpected all in play for her.
Here she is, slicing and dicing, not even looking, goes up over Krashevets.
Daly goes 0 for 2. Eagles continuing their free throw shooting struggles from Sunday's loss at Syracuse. And DeWolf at the midway point of the 4th returns to the floor for the Irish.
Good decision by DeWolf to pull it out, run a set. Oh, I ate my words there, Tyler.
Great thievery right there from Waggoner, and she'll go up over Watson. 12 points, a team high for Dontavia Waggoner to go with 6 rebounds. And on the other side, KK Bransford comes up with 2 more for Notre Dame.
You know, you have access to everything. Naps, sleeping, it's basically shelter if you think about it. And, you know, that's the beauty in a gift like that. That's something that Coach Mag told us they're extremely grateful for.
She's tied a season high, also career high, in free throws made tonight with 8. And Jai finds space again, and she's come alive in this 4th quarter. Jai just turned 19 this past Saturday. Competed for the Senegal U18 national team before coming to BC. Watson offensive rebound. She's been strong in this quarter, but can't finish. There's Bransford tugging it away. Out to Hidalgo. 3-pointer, nothing but nylon. And Hannah Hidalgo has 25. Second chance points. Notre Dame living on them for a large part of tonight's game. There's Obimba coming up with one of her signature blocks. Hidalgo, long feed to DeWolf, and she's running the floor for 2 more. Said electrifying the crowd, defense to offense.
Obinma with the block. Haley said it's a paint party. It's also a block party, and Anna DeWolf.
No ACC points in her career. We'll see if she can do it tonight, but first maybe more from Hidalgo. Looking to break 90 for Notre Dame. That's what she does. 27 on the night with 9 boards for Hannah Hidalgo. Closing in, it is loaded this year, Dara.
That's the beauty of the ACC, is that every opportunity you have is a battle.
Cernugal gets on the board. Irish get it back to Obimba. There's 2 more. This Notre Dame offense is feasting in the 4th quarter. Obimba 3 of 3 from the floor. And we're inside the final minute. Irish cruising towards a 2nd conference victory here at Purcell Pavilion.
Great to see everybody on Notre Dame from top to bottom getting involved. Their short roster, that's exactly what they need as Bransford continues that run.
And improved to 18-1 against the Eagles in South Bend. As we hit 000, and Notre Dame picks up win number 11, dominating the Boston College Eagles 98-48.